Carter is, of course, playing with the K-oscillator synthesizer. Ooh.
Oh, boy. This is dynamic phrase synthesizer.
99 different sounds.
99 different sounds and 99 different ways to not have to think about the world being horrible.
Once we're all COVID skeletons, like, aliens are going to find us and be like, what? What dynasty created such a magnificent machine?
These people must have been pretty cool.
And you know what? They're right, dude.
Yeah. I was telling Rivers, the best part about this is you could give it to somebody who's never played an instrument before. Within like 60 seconds, they could figure it out and just do exactly what you're doing.
For sure. Oh, God. Oh, it sounds like you're flatlining and shitting your pants. To a hip beat. To a real hip beat.
Oh, shit. Oh,
it's like searching around.
Los Angeles is the leader in Corona spiking.
Los Angeles 2020. Everyone had COVID.
Oy. See, it doesn't sound as bad when you say it.
When you accept that we're in a sci-fi future, it's a lot more fun. Oh shit! I didn't want to break it. I want to break the K-oscillator.
My brother bought that, and then he just let me take it home to play with, and I never gave it back.
Good
Hell
call,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Good call. That's probably some vintage shit. I wonder how much you price check that.
Yeah, it's like $100.
Yeah,
Dang.
or you can get it as an app on your phone for $20.
Yeah, I doubt it's as good.
I don't know. We'll see. Get it.
I wish it wasn't as good. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be making a sick beat, and then your mom's going to call you, and then your loop's going to be fucked up.
Mom's going to pick up the phone, and it'll break my 56K dial-up connection, and everything will be lost.
Dude, how's your phone reception been? Mine sucks.
Sucks. Yeah, it's not been good.
It's been real shitty around here. I've literally had zero bars for like a week, and then today
That's disconcerting.
Yeah, I reset my phone, and then I got a couple. But I realized it was a problem today because I haven't left my house in 2 weeks until today.
Uh-huh.
And then I was trying to look up what some Spanish translation was because I was trying to not look like a fool at the meat market. And I didn't have any reception.
Uh-huh.
So I just had to guess.
Did you guys both take Spanish in high school?
No,
I did.
Yeah.
Nah. I took American Sign Language.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, because they offered it. And in my mind, I was like, if you talk with your hands, there can't be homework.
That's
pretty good.
That's genius. Yeah. Well,
And yeah, I was right.
wow.
I guess it's less homework, but more public shaming when you have to do it in front of everybody.
Oh, it's embarrassing if you don't know what you're doing. You look like an idiot.
So it's half of 1/6 of the other, I guess, is a phrase I've just heard.
That's fucking genius, Sam. That's
good.
Wow.
That's good.
I'm not a smart guy, but I got some street smarts.
Not a smart guy.
Well, no,
that was a good show.
You have the knowledge of a stream. You find the path of least resistance. Just cut right through that shit.
There is like a sign language like word sentence structure.
Yeah.
But it's very easy. And so we would have homework sometimes, and it'd just be like, you end up just writing 10 sentences. Like if you were going to say like, I have a boat in sign language, the verbiage is boat I have. And it's all in capital letters. Oh, so you just write, boat I have.
Yeah.
Car I have. Car I drive.
Watching the like the governor addresses and stuff, and there's always like a little corner in the bottom where someone's doing sign language.
Yeah.
They seem to have like an emotion on their. Is that like a part of good sign?
It is.
Good
Your
signing.
facial expressions,
like very like overtly like mad or declarative or something like that.
It shows the tone because you know how in like online text you can't tell the tone of what somebody's saying.
You can't tell if someone's being sarcastic.
And in some parts, the like. There's only so many ways your hands can move, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes a facial expression.
I don't know. That's not what they told me in jail.
Oh man.
Just kidding.
But yeah, sometimes the expression on your face will change what a word like a hand signal means.
Wow.
I guess it's different languages too, like the way you say it.
Yeah, it's a tough.
Yeah.
Well,
And every country has a different sign language too.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's called American. So yeah, I didn't realize that before I took it. That's why it's called ASL, American Sign Language.
Yeah, English to a lesser, English is somewhat of a tonal language, but meaning that, you could say like, oh, I'm so proud of you, you know? And so it'd be like, oh, it means the opposite, right?
Yeah.
But that would just be in the inflection. There are, like Mandarin, there are straight up like words.
I would love to sarcastically tell someone, I'm so proud of you. Like, what a shithead thing to say to somebody.
Yeah, I can't wait till open mics come back and somebody bombs.
we're
I
all
can
so
hit them with
proud
that.
of
So
you.
proud of you.
Yeah, we're also proud
You've
of
been
you.
writing a lot? Oh, boy.
But there's certain dialects in Chinese where it'll be the same word, but depending on how you say it, can mean something as drastic as like skirt, apples, and fuck your mom. Like, and if you fuck that up, like,
Yeah.
They say the ad lib skirt? Like trap rappers?
Skirt? Like skirt? I don't know.
That means fuck your mom in Chinese?
no.
Skirt? Okay, edit that out.
Oh, man.
Welcome.
If you sign like muscular in sign language, you do like a L kind of C shape over your shoulder, and you have to do like a ch noise. Not a noise, but you make that lip structure.
Maybe it's reductive, but like, wouldn't you just do the bicep flexing thing and be like, "Urgh."
Some of them are a lot more accurate.
Or like a lot more like anyone could see
Uh-huh.
that's what they're signing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if someone's like good, it's like thumbs up or something like that.
Good is, I think, that.
It's like tiny,
Because
tiny penis.
This is G. Yeah, G is like if you're making fun of somebody's tiny penis. Hold it up. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
Hey, it's speaking of tiny penises, goddamn Joseph D'Angelo confessed to being the Golden State Killer today.
Oh yeah, I heard
Yeah,
about that.
so-
I heard that someone had confessed to being the.
Yeah,
Isn't it like a Deep Throat situation where he's like 90 million years old too, and he's like, I don't want to die with nothing on my heart.
man? He's old, but like he gets to die knowing that people fucking know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is that's
Probably what he wanted.
Yeah. of course.
closest that we're gonna get. Well, no, he didn't. He's the weirdest fucking serial killer ever because
Well, they all want people to know what they did.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like he quit. He just hung it up. He fucking just and disappeared. I mean, the name of the book is "I'll Be Gone in the Dark," and if not for DNA testing, they would have never caught that motherfucker because he did not appear on anybody's radar at any point. When they connected that DNA, they were like, "Who?" Because they had a bajillion suspects, and this guy was on nobody's list. So
Just for my own dumb purposes, did his confession or did the series come out first? Because I know it was a book first.
Oh, it's wild. So the Michelle McNamara, the now passed away wife of Patton Oswalt. Yeah. So she dies. Patton and a bunch of other true crime writers finish the book. They publish the book. Patton is on Jimmy Fallon, or maybe it's Seth Meyers, promoting the book the day they arrested him.
Wow.
And the video is fucking cool, obviously because this is like his life's work,
Yeah,
And
it's supposed to be a great book.
yeah, well, and they have the HBO series that I just started. That just
I hear it's badass.
yeah, episode 1's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he got arrested. They found him by submitting they had a few pieces of DNA left over from the 70s, and they submitted one of them to 23andMe because some relative of his, like an aunt or something, submitted her I wonder if I'm related to George Washington, and then submitted her DNA, and then they matched it. And we're like, okay, it could be these 3 people, and then they eliminated the other 2, and it was Joseph D'Angelo.
Does that have anything to do? I haven't seen this movie in a while. It doesn't have anything. No, never mind. I was going to say something stupid.
Well, what I was
It doesn't have anything to do with Zodiac.
no. Well, he killed so many more people than Zodiac, though. That's the thing.
Really?
Zodiac, there are like 4 confirmed. Let's see. Yeah, 4 actual Zodiac killings. There's he's got 10 and then 60 rapes on top of that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he was actually originally he was called the Visalia Ransacker because he would just go into people's houses and just fuck shit up. And
Ransacker?
And, people would come home and their shit would just be strewn about and fucked up. He would just psychologically fuck with neighborhoods. And then he moved on and he became the East Area Rapist. And then he became a serial killer, the original Night Stalker. So they call him East Area Rapist, original Night Stalker. And then Michelle McNamara gave him the name the Golden State Killer specifically because to get more attention on him because nobody he was kind of an obscure, despite the fact that he's probably the most prolific serial killer in California history,
right.
Or at least serial criminal. People didn't really know about this guy until 2015 or whenever this book came or whenever she started writing the book and got attention and named him that. But anyway, I brought that up because the one thing everybody said, little tiny dick.
He got a little guy?
So if nothing else, he will die with everyone knowing that he was a killer, a rapist, and he had a itty-bitty teeny-weeny.
Yeah. Wow.
How big was it?
It was always described as incredibly small.
Still alive.
Yeah.
Well, we
all know now. And he was a former cop in Auburn, California.
Wow.
That was
all checks. Tiny dick, former cop.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Cop who's actually a criminal.
Oh my God, dude.
That is what everybody's saying nowadays about the cops.
Yeah, dude.
They have tiny dicks. They're the ones committing crimes.
Well, that was the one thing that people would say about him. They're like, we have no idea who this is, but we can assume some level of military or law enforcement training just because of how precise.
How small his dick is.
How tiny his dick is.
These movements kind of correlate with someone with a micro penis.
Dude, yeah, so...
A lot of pee on those balls.
I mean...
He's using toilet paper after he pisses, folks.
That's right. He's using tweezers to piss.
Check out Man in the Window, the podcast from the LA Times. That is the scariest shit I've ever listened to.
Okay.
I was listening to it. I was making some dinner, and this actually happened yesterday with you. Sam.
Oh, dude, that was so funny.
Yeah, but it was a similar thing where I opened the fridge and was looking through the fridge, and then I closed it, and Luke was just standing there. I was like, ah! What do you want?
If anybody wants to know what happened, Rivers got me a loaf of bread and some Sprite from the store.
After making many pleas on social media for some damn Sprite, I answered the fucking call.
I almost posted about it, but then I was like, nobody cares. I thought it would make me seem like a bad person if I was like, and Rivers got it for me.
Thanks to none of you.
So Rivers is like, come over and get it. And I'm like, cool. When you know I'm coming over, you usually leave the door unlocked.
Right.
And so I come over to get the bread. I walk in. Rivers is in the fridge, and he closes his door and looks over, and he literally does the clutch his pearls scare. He goes, ah! He put his hand to his fucking chest.
My dearie dear.
And he was legitimately so frightened.
You came in so silsilently.
Well, you had headphones on.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Caught him slipping.
Caught him slipping, yeah. Me and you, I get a chance to scare you a couple times a day when you got the headphones in.
Yeah, man, I'm always listening to...
Well, you're and it's always something arbitrary and stupid I'm bringing up to you. I'm like, hey, I'm going to pay the rent in 5 days or some shit like that. You're like, great, fine, whatever.
I'm always listening to scary stuff, man. That's
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Yeah, no, I like do it all the time.
Because people joke around with me, and I think they're not joking usually, where they're like, hey, you're scary looking. And I like to think I'm not, but then something like that happens, and it's just like, maybe I am scary looking.
It's because I'm listening.
I'm making grown men clutch their fucking pearls just by showing up.
I'm listening to that sword and scale.
Well, I mean, look, if my baby Huey ass can accidentally scare him, it's not you.
I used to love to scare my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Because growing up, I would just hide behind the corner and then just jump out and go, boo!
We had the...
it's so childish, but it's so
the funniest shit, dude. We had the perfect thing because, the hallway, there was, our fridge was right at the end of the hallway when you got into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So you could just, hide behind the fridge, and you could see when people were, about to walk around it to go into the hall, and just, that was fun from ages, 0 to...
until you
24.
Exactly. I would still do it if I lived with somebody that I can't do it to my current roommates because they just feel like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I've known you 2 years, and do you think this is funny? You think this is okay?
Like, I'm no impractical joker.
That'd be even more shitty, is to become the guy who does pranks on their roommate and films it for Instagram.
Oh,
you see those all the time.
All right, real quick, let's run it down. Everybody's favorite one of those. Go.
I don't have one.
You don't?
I just see him randomly sometimes, and either I'm like, yeah, that's pretty funny, or like, God, how do you live with this person? How, like, the ones where they're in relationships and they prank each other constantly, it just seems so not fun.
I have two favorites. Just simple. One is there'll be somebody like washing dishes or cooking or something, and then someone goes up behind him and rubs Dawn dish soap on the floor behind
that's
him.
Fucked up.
And then they and then they turn and fall. That one's fun. The best one though is the one where the guy will have the bowl of water on the ceiling and he's holding it up there with a broom, and then he's like, "Hey, can you hold this?" And then he just has somebody holding it, and then and then he takes the ladder away, so they can't. As soon as they move, they're gonna have a bowl of water fall on them. Classic. You should do that to Kylie. It'd be hilarious.
I was trying to. All I could think of was the fat kid on the log getting shot with the paintball gun.
Oh, classic.
I love that.
What?
That's like my whole childhood.
Like me too, dude.
It's like he's like, first of all, he's like he's wearing a shirt that's wet, meaning he can't get into the pool without wearing a shirt, which is like me all day.
Yeah, that's me all day.
And
baby.
then he's like on this log, and his dickhead friends, who he is going to be smarter than and grow past as he gets older, but they're like shooting him with a paintball. He's like, "Fuck you, fuck you!"
Yeah, dude. The way his voice goes brings me, it snaps me right back to 1997 or whatever.
Dude, seriously, it's like it is like childhood incarnate.
Childhood impotent fucking rage.
Nailed Shawn Michaels.
Oh, here it is.
I think.
Oh, he's doing a crocodile hunter bit.
Yeah. This is a Jackass style prank. They tell him he's gonna do something
Listen
and
to
just
his
start
voice.
fucking with him.
He's like crying, yeah.
Well, paintball guns fucking hurt.
Yeah.
He's got the Oakley Red Browns.
Don't shoot me anymore. No, I want you to take the CO2
He's
out.
standing on a rock in the middle of a creek too.
Yeah, so
The way his leg goes, we'll put this on our Twitter so y'all can see it.
Oh, it's a class. It's so. It's like, I mean, like the Old Navy. All I would wear was Old Navy clothes. I mean, it's me.
yeah.
Like
it used
the
to
whole
be
thing.
cool for some reason.
Me? Oh yeah, I had
Old
my
Navy clothes.
Oh yeah,
I used to
dude.
wear them too.
Oh yeah,
I bought a pair
stylish yet
of
affordable.
Nickelodeon orange pants that had like a fucking plastic buckle woven into them.
Oh my god,
Oh, that's like what Seth Green is wearing and Can't Hardly Wait. kind of
Dude,
thing.
yeah, I think that's probably why I bought them.
Man.
it's a pandemic watch I got. I still haven't seen. Can't hardly wait.
Really? Dude, let's do that for Patreon
Yeah,
this week.
I would like a fun teen movie. Sounds like a good.
That movie is, well, let me say, 20 years ago, that movie was great. I haven't seen it probably since
Fair
the
enough.
90s.
Fair enough.
I
but
think it might be problematic.
I'm sure, yeah, they all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to hang out with these kids in school, and they used to want to do like Jackass style pranks. I don't know if
Who didn't?
Oh, everyone did at that certain time. And I remember like they had skateboards taped, just the boards taped to their feet, and they were on a trampoline, and I was filming it with a camcorder, and I remember like being depressed, thinking like, I will never be as funny as these guys.
Do you think that's why you do comedy?
Yeah, to like still prove. I was like,
I think I do it. That's why I do it too. Totally.
I will never be as clever or as funny as these guys. Like I suck. Like I fucking. And I'm fat, and I have tits, and I'm a boy.
Yeah, goddamn, we lived the same life.
It was intense. Man. It was intense in fifth
Could
grade.
they do some cool tricks on those skateboard trampolines?
They could grab the middle of it.
They were
Jump and grab the
They
middle
were
of it.
reenacting the opening scene of the Power Rangers movie where they're skyboarding.
Yeah, precisely.
Man, that was sick.
And so I just remember that Having that, being depressed by that notion that I'll never be.
Yeah, that's such a visceral, real moment as a child.
It's like it's like the realest thing you think when you're 12 at like the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
You're like the first like semblances of depression you get is over something like that.
Well, at that point, you've been indoctrinated to think you suck by yourself and
For sure.
your parents and these kids.
It's whatever society has to throw at you.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, it was a funny. So I've had a special thing with Jackass ever since. Where I'm like, I will be funnier than those guys.
Oh, man.
Maybe
No
subconsciously.
way.
I don't know.
I've got a story here. This is from a guy named Lennon Gutierrez, a Starbucks barista in San Diego. Quote, I was helping customers and this lady came up. She had no face mask and I asked her, do you have a mask? And she told me no. She said, I don't need one, and I was going to show her the paper that we've been providing saying that we require face masks, but before I can say anything, she flips me off and says, no, I don't need one, and starts cussing up a storm.
Damn.
Gillis called the other customer sheep before storming out. Then she came back to snap a picture of him, saying she was going to report him to corporate. The woman, Amber Lynn Gillis, then posted a picture of Mr. Gutierrez Monday with the caption, quote, meet Lennon Gutierrez from Starbucks who refused to serve me because I'm not wearing a mask. Next time I will wait for the cops and bring a medical exemption. Negative comments to her post started rolling in immediately, so she puts this online. Some were patient, explaining to Gillis that Starbucks employees are simply following protocol, while some were less kind. Gillis fueled commenters by responding to some of them. Quote, masks are stupid, and so are the people wearing them, she wrote in one such post.
Can't refute that. Yeah.
As of Friday, Gillis's complaint had been commented on 133,000 times and shared nearly 50,000 times. Many were asking how they could send tips to Mr. Gutierrez, so Facebook user Matt Cohen started a GoFundMe to send virtual tips to the young barista. As of this recording, the GoFundMe has raised over $100,000.
Dude, let's fake a situation where one of us, I'll do it, is a mask hater.
Yeah.
Throw me under the bus. I don't care. And you'll come up to me in some situation. We'll figure it out.
There was one I saw a couple of years ago that was great on Twitter where this girl posted, she was just like, I'm a black conservative and my family has said they won't talk to me because I love Donald Trump. And then she posted a link to like a GoFundMe and it got shared on conservative Twitter and then it blew up. And then somebody who knew her was like, you're not a conservative, and she was like, "Shut the fuck up," because it was just it was a lie. Like she was just
people do that
him.
all the time.
Yeah, like it's so easy because people are
people are dumb. They'll just believe anything they read on the internet.
Gutierrez expressed his gratitude on both the GoFundMe page and on his personal Facebook page. Quote, I just wanted to say thank you for all the love and support, and what everybody is doing is an honor to see all this happen, but I just want to remind everybody to be kind to one another and to love one another and to always remember to wear a mask, he said on the video posting the GoFundMe. Gutierrez went on to say that he'll use the money to fulfill his dream of becoming a dancer. So fuck yeah, dude, that rules. Gillis,
usually people who are dancers are trying to get the money to go to college.
yeah, baby,
reverse.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of dancing he wants to do.
I mean, breakdancing is what I'm hoping.
Breakdancing's one of the coolest kinds of dancing.
That's the coolest kind.
Maybe
I
wants to be
prefer
in
interpretive dancing.
The robot.
Yeah.
I need $100,000 to learn to pop and lock and do the robot.
You can probably go to the Jabberwocky masterclass for that.
Gillis, who has 3 children and considers herself an anti-vaxxer, says she doesn't believe face masks are effective, NBC San Diego reported. Quote, it starts with coffee, but it ends with digital certificates and forced vaccinations, she told the outlet. She went on to say that she wants some of the money from the GoFundMe and is threatening to sue the page creator for defamation and slander. So fuck this lady.
Christ.
Go get your dance on.
She's halfway right about the money. The money would have not happened had it not been for her.
That's true, but
She throw her fucking $20.
Yeah, an insulting amount of money. Here's $14.68.
Here's 90 cents.
Yeah.
What's the most insulting amount of money you've ever been paid?
Oh,
90 cents to do a comedy show for me.
Ooh.
I saw someone tip a waiter 9 cents because their service wasn't, quote, worth a dime.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. What happened? Do you know what happened there?
They were just, the person was kind of a dick, and they were like, this wasn't up to snuff.
Yeah. As soon as they start being a dick, the waiter's just like, I don't give a fuck about this person.
I mean, it was packed and it did take a long time, but still, the 9-cent tip was like, my God.
I mean,
Yeah.
mine. The worst tip I ever got was at the. I worked at a steak place that delivered. I've talked about on here before, and this family came in and ate, and it was like a shitload of them. They ordered like almost $100 worth of food, and then when they left, there was like a little $10 thing sticking out from under the plate, and I went to grab it, and I unfolded it, and it was just one of those like, here's a tip, Jesus Christ is the blood of the lamb.
Man.
And it was like printed to look like $10. Then when you open it, it's a fucking tract, gospel tract. So that was the one that pissed
That's
me off.
pretty cool. I would appreciate that over money.
The shittiest amount of money I've ever been paid was working for a straight week delivering phone books in rural Lee County, Alabama. And I believe for the full week I was paid like $211.
Yikes.
Like just a unforgivable amount of fucking money. I got bit by a dog.
And a weirdly exact amount of money, too.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay a lot for that job if I was in charge. Did you try to hit the dog with a phone book?
No, I just like I ran from it. It was horrible. He just snapped. He gave me a warning bite. It wasn't like a full on like
A love tap, they call it.
It was like a hey, get the fuck off my yard kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Terrible. And I when I picked up the phone books too, they were like, you want a large bundle or a small bundle? I was like, I guess we'll go small just to like start off. Small was 500 phone books to be delivered to rural addresses, meaning the driveways are a mile apart. So it just took for fucking ever.
And do you just leave them outside?
You chuck them. You're supposed to throw them onto the front doorstep. Is what you're aiming for. But the thing is, out in the
That
country,
can be far.
It's extremely far. Yeah, because it's in the middle of nowhere. So each driveway is at least a mile apart, and then the driveways themselves sometimes
very
are a
long.
mile long.
Jesus.
Anyway,
It sounds...
I would just drop it over the fence.
Well, a lot of people did. A lot of I come to find out because I've met other people who delivered phone books. They were like, "Yeah, I just didn't deliver any of them. I just fucking kept them in my apartment and threw them away."
Yeah,
That's smart.
still gonna get $211.
So
Just
smart.
keep the phone books.
I did a weird Craigslist job that was similar, and there was a person paying people to hand out flyers, and then it was my job to drive around and take pictures of houses. Like get a picture of the flyer on the house
To verify.
Yeah,
that
exactly. And then I just never did it. And the people, I did it once, and took pictures of different houses and just were like, here's what those people were doing. And then I would tell the people I don't even know if this is a scam or not. You probably don't spend that much time doing it. And then we all got paid at the end. So
Wow.
yeah.
Damn. It worked out.
I like that you didn't do the thing that you were hired to make sure the other people did do.
Well, I was also supposed to just meet them up and give them flyers too.
Okay.
I was the boss man.
My buddy Chris Kemp signed up to deliver phone books one year and turned the phone books into a throne in his house. With masking tape, just like a giant throne that he just sat on and played video games. He never delivered any of them. It's a hilarious.
The king
piece.
of Gamergate.
I was always so afraid of getting fired for the most absurd task, and I would just get fired anyway because I was incompetent.
Have you really been fired from a bunch of jobs?
A couple, I wouldn't say a bunch, but a couple.
For what?
I got fired for just not being good at a lunch rush or something, not being quick enough.
Oh yeah.
And it turns out the boss was this mishandling the whole business kinda thing, and I've been man, you don't seem to be getting it quite as fast as other people, and I'm all sweaty, I'll literally do anything you want, and I'll get fired.
That sucks. Man.
But once people see I'm a team player, and then I can be trusted with a secret. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if I've ever been fired. No, I'm thinking about it.
No?
I just no-called, no-showed, which I guess you're technically fired.
that's
I've
quitting.
done those.
Quitting.
Those are great.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
Oh man, that day when you just don't show up, fuck, it's such a good day.
call
Actually,
you.
that's kind of what every day has felt like since the pandemic.
Yeah. It does feel kind of good when you get fired from a place, and then a few months later, the whole business goes under.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude.
You're like, okay, it wasn't just me.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, the
for
steak
sure.
place I mentioned. I didn't get fired from there. I put in my 2 weeks when I moved to LA,
Uh-huh.
thinking oh yeah, I like those guys. You know, it'll be fun to come back and get a steak and say what's up to the boys. And then it was out of business before I ever even made it back to Alabama the first time.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Oh, you were friends with all your coworkers, huh?
Yeah. I like that.
You become that when you work at a restaurant.
Always,
It's fucking miserable.
Yeah, you're literally trauma bonding.
Yeah, and it's just like being friends with your like roommate. It's like, yeah, we get to hang out fucking 12 hours a day because we go out after work and hang out.
Yeah.
Talk about our lives, which literally just consists of hanging out with one another.
The restaurant. Yeah.
Now on the weekends we hang out too.
Yeah. Well, the only feeling that's better than the day you no call no show is the feeling when the person that everybody hates at the restaurant quits and you can all finally be like,
gets fired,
and you guys can all just finally be like, oh my god, that one time where he did this.
Dude, me and my coworker danced in the kitchen one time. We like went behind into the dish pit area so that nobody could see us, and we literally started dancing when our fucking bitch ass manager got fired.
Hell yeah.
Who literally was like one of the people Carter was talking about that fucks up the entire business.
Yeah, and you don't feel as bad getting fired from it, but you know, you got to call it is what it is when you get fired. You know,
yeah.
That's why I tell people when I'm getting on a job interview, I'm be like, I start with I've been fired this amount of times.
I am a felon.
Yeah, they're like, well, you know, I'm a felon by yesteryear's standard. You know, I wouldn't know if you consider my crimes felonies now. But here's why I think I would work well at your Chick-fil-A. I love cops. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of felons, I got a quick story from Anchorage, Alaska, and then we'll get into our
Alaska's where criminals move.
fucking A, man. So police say that on Saturday night, a 22-year-old Eagle River man named Dawson Cody Porter, which the whitest name on the planet,
Dawson Cody Porter Buchanan
used a piece of lumber to break a window and get into the King Salmon fire station. Once inside, he hopped into a fire truck and drove through the garage bay door. Police say that at some point while driving, he activated the emergency overhead lights. He then drove the truck 15 miles to a bar in Naknek, Alaska. He was taken into custody in front of Fisherman's Bar in Naknek by Bristol Bay officers. Porter is charged with burglary, vehicle theft, criminal mischief, and 2 counts of violating his conditions of release from a previous arrest. In 2017, he was arrested after stealing a pickup truck from Dillingham's volunteer fire department and driving it into a gravel pit. So,
Yikes.
That's one of those things that definitely started with somebody at that bar going, bet you won't steal a fire truck, motherfucker.
Well, no. He goes, I bet you won't do it again. Like he was telling the story of 2017. Like, yeah, dude, we fucking stole a truck from the fire department and drove it into a gravel pit, just like Wu-Tang.
That's right, dude. It's for the children.
Like Wu-Tang. These guys don't know who Wu-Tang is.
Why else would you get?
They haven't got Wu-Tang in Alaska yet. They're like 30 years behind.
I was gonna say they've only got 15 of the 36 chambers.
Yeah.
They're not all the way.
I think Wu-Tang's like one of those things that people have heard of, but they've never necessarily like listened to.
They've transcended pop culture to where people who never heard their music know who they are.
True.
That's right.
They're like Snoop Dogg.
But they got a song called Gravel Pit, and that's what this guy did. And I'm sure he was telling
That's what this guy did. Those words are the same. That's what he did.
Hey,
you God was there.
I see. Yeah, Master Killer was moving the flashlight around real fast and making it look like a strobe light. But yeah, no, I think they were in the bar and he was telling the story of the first time, and then they were like, "I bet you won't do it again." He's like, "I'm all right," and then he just comes back like an hour later with the fire
Told
truck.
you, motherfuckers, you gotta buy the next round.
I'm fucking, or my name isn't Dawson Cody Porter.
3 first names.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Do we land this damn plane with a motherfucking jam of the day?
Sure.
This actually goes out to our friend. Special shout out to Paulo, listening up there in Minneapolis. This was birthday a couple days ago, so this is something he requested, and this, of course, is the ugliest man in show business, Jason Aldean.
Is he?
Dude, have you ever seen the video for this? I mean, he looks
I thought
like...
this was reserved for Abe Vigoda.
Hey, Abe's dead, baby. Abe's
That's
dead.
right.
Yeah,
and he was a handsome man.
Yeah,
I don't, you know.
Yeah. This guy looks like the back end of a frog. Like he's awful. Looking.
Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean.
I remember. I mean, I've seen. He looks like your standard like you know,
If you look at this,
Jimmy Buffett-esque.
man, this video is just—it's something else. If you don't know, he does rap in this song.
Oh yeah, I remember my friend. This is my friend's ringback tone, and it made me laugh every time.
Wait, so when you call him, this is what was
Yeah,
playing?
yeah. Instead of it would be the song.
Did
I
still-
missed that.
It was
We
so
should
funny.
bring that back. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I wonder if you can.
Do
We should
ringbacks.
prank call a phone company and demand that.
I mean, like it would be to like he would always generally pick up around the time where I would have time to go fucking memory lane on the barrel door.
Yeah. So I was telling Carter earlier, like a lot of these comments are people who are either playing this song at funerals or like this one, Tony Brainerd from one day ago. This song means a lot to me. My husband died to this song. There's like a lot of that where I'm just like, what?
Interesting.
Was he driving or were you playing this in a hospital? Like, you know. So,
Seems like a song that you'd hear at like a Best Buy. So it's like, what was this situation
Oh,
in which
man.
this person died?
people. All right. So, 8 Ball from 2 days ago. I'm here about Street Speed 717. He listened to this stuff in his truck. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
The complete look to the guy, parentheses, gay, is crazy to me. Perfect for YMCA.
Damn, that took a turn.
I don't know.
The unbelievable look is crazy. He's gay.
He's gay. Is crazy.
I'm into YMCA. My man is like slipping into like a fucking.
huffing gasoline.
Yeah, he's huffing paint mid while writing the comment.
Yeah, what drug would you do to this music? Turn it back up.
I mean,
The obvious one is drink your face off, but I would
yeah.
say
yeah. Well, he's talking about smoking weed. He says like smoke rolling out the window and shit. So I think
this is a definite doing pills song.
this is a pills crystal meth kind of jam.
Regina Huff from 1 year ago. Back in the day, they were not show-poning being farmer. They were a farmer. This music makes me sick.
What?
This guy's fake country.
I reckon. Cheenan Eastman. My fuck goes somewhere else. Leave me alone. I have nothing and you and I and kept up with any more you. I like anything that starts with my fuck goes somewhere else.
Someone just smashed their head against a keyboard while listening to the beat of this song.
Alyssa Salters. I can't stop losing to this.
Damn, that is some profound shit.
I think
That's
they meant
sad.
I think they meant listening, but it's like
Oh.
that's a line from a country song. I can't stop losing to this.
Yeah.
That's when the pills really kick in and you get sad. That's the
Aye.
sad part of the pill roller coaster.
Oy.
Nicole O. Cam should bring Shantanu home. We can't go back to Michael Jackson to commit sweet. Dad!
Yep, that's what they
It's
say.
just word salad. It's just word salad for Jason Aldean. You know, he has a. Is he one of the bars in Nashville that's like,
Uh-huh.
we refuse to.
Yeah, I think I don't know, maybe.
We will cough on every steak.
He definitely has a bar. I know that.
Yeah, it's right then Broadway.
Yep.
Which also, if you go to Broadway, and anyone who you meet in Nashville will probably say the same thing. Broadway sucks. You don't want to go to
It's
Broadway.
like the touristy.
It's like Hollywood Boulevard, basically.
Yeah,
or
it's
Times
the same
Square,
deal. Yeah, I mean, like,
you
I'm
know.
sure there's good people that work down there too.
Sure,
but
yeah.
you know, I just the fact that all those bars were on Broadway, I was like, whew, at least none of my friends will. At least my friends are safe.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's definitely like an unhip part of town, but I do end up going there every time I'm in
Yeah.
Nashville because I am a sucker for touristy shit. So I'm just like,
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know, it's kind of fun. Plus,
They
I like
sell cowboy hats and shit.
Roberts. I like watching the Brazil.
Roberts
Billy.
is cool.
Brazil
You can-
Billy is the shit.
Dude, yeah, you can get a fried cheese,
Get
fried.
the cheeseburger and the Paps for like $6 or whatever.
yeah,
it is.
yeah, that is a good deal. Like,
Lisa Clark. I don't do social media or Facebook or that Twitter thing, but I found YouTube and I found music. Jason, honey, your wife's one lucky gal. Wow. So this is what you were talking about yesterday. Like this is the forum of the masses,
It
more
is,
so than
dude.
anything else.
dude, that willful obstinance too, or that Twitter thing. You could just say Twitter.
Yeah.
you could just say Twitter.
know.
I'm gonna break the rules of podcasting and do another comics joke right now.
Oh.
Paul Nagel
Uh-huh.
says YouTube for people who are too stoned to use Spotify.
That's true.
Every big time stoner druggie listens to music on YouTube.
That's that checks out.
Al Two Bears from a month ago. Best song ever. I remember listening to this when I was sort of hopeless and the happiest thoughts and energy that led me back to school.
Damn.
Good for you, Al. Andrea Dressler. It is awesome listening T. Jason Aldean. He is an Asian singer.
Oh, is he?
No, he's not.
Oh.
I think she's tried to type awesome
Or amazing.
but it says he is an Asian singer. I listen to every song.
I mean,
And I looked at I'm
I
the
would love to be
dumbass.
a copy editor for YouTube comments. And be
I'm the dumbass who looked it up. I fucking Wikipedia this guy. I was like, is he Asian? And then I'm like, no, of course not.
I just wondered, legitimately.
jeez.
Vicky Fagan, don't believe me? Ask those whom felt the repercussions. So many escaped jail time. I don't know what that's about.
It's also about Asian people.
Gian Benjamin from 3 months ago. I would like to meet him, Jason. I want one of your CD with your musical, Jason. You are good looking. Like if agreed.
I just wonder
Smash the like button, Rivers.
I smashed that like.
I liked all these.
I wonder what like country of origin. I guess this is in broken English or something.
No, these people are all
They're just
solidly American and
what
solidly on
happens
pills.
to me?
Yeah, I
I
suppose so.
type so much in my cell phone where autocorrect just takes the fucking wheel,
Yeah.
I just misspell every word. And then when I go on a laptop where it'll tell you what words are wrong, but it won't just correct it automatically.
Oh, yeah.
That's what everything I type turns out as.
Yeah.
It's legitimately, I don't know how to spell anymore. It's fucking bad.
Scarred Wolf number 5 from 3 months ago. The Black Echo, remember, gave me something happy, not gay. But if you break up with me, I'll believe in dismemberment.
Ooh, that's scary.
Out of left field homophobia is insane. I'm not gay. It's like at what point
And
in
then
the song
he
is
talks
he?
about killing his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
says, if you break up with me, I'll believe in dismemberment.
Jesus.
I'll believe in it?
Christ.
I guess he's going to cut her arms off. I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's clear.
RJ the Hazard Boy 22 from 8 months ago.
Hazard boy.
Man, this song brings back so many good memories from deer season memories. And my 16th birthday party with the boys. And having to...
You can't get 8 words without the glitches starting. Man, this song brings back memories of my deer hunting memories. It's like, oh no, there we go.
my 16th birthday party with the boys and having to go through down parties, getting so drunk, end up passing on the front yard in your boxers, ... Don't ask how I know.
He popped half a Xanax before he wrote this, and then halfway through writing this, he popped the other half of the Xanax.
Yeah, these are just backwoods dumb fucks who like fucking YouTube just occurred to them.
They just got YouTube in Alaska, like I was saying.
Yeah. We got a couple, 2 more. Courtney Punter from 5 months ago.
Oh, I know her.
It really feels like I've been calling my friend Milton for like a couple of minutes now, and it's just like he's probably just not there.
Love this song. Was in a dark place 4 years ago. This song helped me, and I'm thankful for my cousin. He got me to listen to this song and made me feel better than I did. We now have to rapping war when it raps the parts. And the song, it's so good because we always try to outdo each other rapping. LOL.
Is something wrong with me? Because I feel this way sometimes about songs, but I would be so embarrassed to write something like this. Is that just me not being able to express myself, or is this person wrong?
No, Sam, that's something called discretion.
Last one here. NYC Tophelia. It's 2 months ago. My Meemaw and Granddaddy is dead.
Meemaw.
My cousin is depressed. I'm cutting. We're all 3 bisexual.
I feel like this is a troll here.
We haven't seen each other since the funeral. We cuss and drink. What happened to my childhood? Why is it taken from me?
Is that the lyrics to this song?
Nope, that's just what NYC Tophelia had to say.
What this song
2 months
wrought,
ago.
what it hath wrought on
America.
It's always
America,
shocking when people who live in New York City or LA listen to bad country music.
Oh yeah.
I'm legitimately surprised every single time.
Well, happy birthday, Paulo, and happy birthday,
Yeah.
motherfucking America, if I could say.
Sure.
Oh, that's happening this week.
That's this weekend, baby.
right.
Yeah.
At home 4th.
Buy your pills now, people in the comment section. Your pill dealer is going to be too pilled out on Saturday to sell you pills.
Festival rules.
Well, Carter, where can the people find you on the motherfucking internet?
You can find me at Carter_Glasscock on Twitter and Instagram. That's where you can do it.
Hell yeah. And Sam, where can people find you?
Slam harder at Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
And Venmo, I realized today. That's also my Venmo.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Or you can hit me up at Carter_Glasscock.
That
Yeah,
too. Yeah, it'll all go to the same place.
I'll field all questions.
Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley, and of course, please tweet at us. We love to hear from y'all at the Goods Pod on all forms of social media and all that good shit. And we will see you